Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Guys, in today's video, we are going to be talking about my experience with Forever Mood's new fragrance, She Was Here. So if you want to know my thoughts and opinions and you want to know the real tea, then please continue to watch. Guys, before we get started with the video, please make sure you like this video, thumbs it up so YouTube knows you love my content, leave me a comment down below so we can get to know each other, and make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Okay, you guys, so before we get into this fragrance, I just want to tell you that last year when Forever Mood released the first collection of fragrances, I literally almost broke my ankles, my toes, my knees, my elbows, and my fingers trying to get my hands on those fragrances. And when I got them, I was disappointed. They did not smell bad. They weren't bad smelling fragrances. They just didn't really do much for me. They were just not what I was expecting. So I do have two in my collection. I have the yellow one and I also have the pink one, and I do wear them, but I wear them just like a body spray. I don't wear them to special occasions. I'm not dressing up with those fragrances or anything like that. I bought those fragrances to support. So when I saw that they were coming out with She Was Here, I was just like, I'll wait. One day when I'm in Sephora, it'll be there. It's not limited, so I don't have to run and break my neck. It is still gonna be there. I have enough fragrances to tie me over in my collection that I don't need to be one of the first people to have the fragrance. So the fragrance was out for, I don't even know how long it was out for, but I was seeing people talking about it and people were just obsessed with this fragrance. So I said, you know what? Let me go to Sephora since it's in stores. Let me go to Sephora and let me smell the fragrance and let me see what it's given, because maybe they heard the cries of people last year when people were like the fragrances weren't what they were expecting and whatever. So maybe this one is going to give me all what I need or what I'm looking for, right? So I went to Sephora and I sprayed it and I was like, oh, this is gorgeous. But here's the thing, when you're in Sephora, well, I know me, when I'm in Sephora, I'm overstimulated. I'm swatching eyeshadows. I'm looking at foundation colors. I'm looking at highlighters, this, that, and the third. So even though I smelled it in Sephora and loved it and purchased it right away, I knew that I had to come home and spray it again, not being overstimulated, so I can really see what I smell. Because in the store, I will be honest with you, I did not smell the pistachio, okay? So I come home and I spray the fragrance again because I'm like, I want to see what it's really giving me. And honestly, guys, the pistachio in the fragrance, in my opinion, is very, very fleeting. You smell it for a hot little second, but it really doesn't smell like a strong pistachio fragrance. So if that's what you're looking for, I'm not sure you're going to get that from this fragrance, okay? And mind you, I am a pistachio connoisseur. I love pistachio in my fragrances. I love pistachio to eat. I love making pistachio butter. I just love pistachio. So keep that in mind. Unsalted, salted, sea salt, all the things. So I sprayed this fragrance, and to me, guys, what I'm getting from it is a raw pistachio that has been dipped in white chocolate. I don't know what it is, what note that is giving me a white chocolate kind of vibe, but I'm here for it. I like the white chocolate. The opening is beautiful. There's also rose, and I love rose in my fragrances. Y'all know I'm a rose girl. So even though I wasn't getting a strong pistachio note, it was fine because I do have other pistachio fragrances in my collection that I don't have to smell pistachio in every single fragrance. You know what I'm saying? And this fragrance doesn't remind me of anything. It doesn't put me in the mind of anything. It's literally a fragrance that stands on its own. So let me tell you what the notes are in this fragrance. So it opens up with pomegranate and elemi. Then we have Turkish rose, vanilla, and pistachio and milk. And then in the base, we have amber and suede. So long story short, guys, I'm not gonna hold you. This fragrance, like I said, opens up with a really nice smell. It has like this gourmand, grown and sexy kind of smell. Like you smell something that smells yummy and slightly edible, but it's definitely given a grown and sexy, classy, sophisticated gourmand. However, when I spray it on my skin, I did say I love the opening, but the opening disappears in about 20 minutes, and I'm giving it 20 minutes, being generous. The opening fades away so quickly, and it dries down to this very, 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 very soft, musky amber scent that I have to search for on my skin. So on me, this is a skin scent. I would have to overly spray heavy to smell this fragrance. And I would have to take this fragrance with me and top it up every 30 minutes in order for me to continue to smell the opening of this fragrance, because like I said, the dry down is just an amber, musky, very soft skin scent. So if you're someone that works around a bunch of people, you may work in the healthcare industry, you work around sick people or patients, then this is the kind of fragrance that you can wear, because this is not going to be offensive to anyone. You can spray this all over your scrubs, you can spray it all over your clothes. That's if you have the same experience as me, because fragrances are subjective and we all experience fragrances differently. This is not a fragrance, in my experience, that's beast mode. This does not last long on my skin. Like I said, the opening is really nice. It kind of gives me this sophisticated, sexy, gourmand scent that I wish would last the entire life of the fragrance, but it doesn't, because it dries down, like I said, to a very, 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 very soft, musky, amber type of vibe. So for me, this fragrance, guys, is not a win. It's actually a fail for me, because I was expecting more pistachio. I was expecting the fragrance to dry down with a little bit of something. You know, a lot of times the top notes fade away and you're left in the dry down with maybe a vanilla scent, or the vanilla with the pistachio, or the rose, and I'm not smelling any of those notes. I'm literally just smelling a musky amber, and it's very, very close to my skin. I have to search for the scent. So everybody experiences fragrances differently. There's so many people who are obsessed with this scent. I'm not one of them. I love Jackie Aina. I love Forever Mood. I have the candles, and the candles have amazing throw. But when it comes to the fragrances just have not been doing it for me, especially because of my fragrance style. Now, everything doesn't have to be beast mode. Everything doesn't have to announce your presence. However, just because it doesn't last on me and it fades away on me and I'm not smelling the pistachio, doesn't mean that you're going to experience the same thing. We all have different tastes. We have different environments that we live in, different body chemistries, different diets that make our fragrances smell and perform differently on all of us, different skin types. So please take what I'm saying with a grain of salt. I'm giving you my experience with the fragrance. I'm not saying that this is going to be your experience. So like I said, with me, I'm not getting a strong pistachio note. I'm getting maybe a hint of a couple raw pistachios that were dipped in white chocolate. You definitely smell the rose, but it fades away and it fleets in about 20 minutes tops, and it dries down to a very musky, ambery scent. Honestly, to be completely honest with you guys, I have body sprays in my collection that perform better than this fragrance, okay? And that's not no tea, no shade. It's my experience. It is what it is. But I did purchase the fragrance to support. So this is She Was Here by Forever Mood. All right, guys, we made it to the end of the video. Leave it in the comments below and let me know, do you have She Was Here? What is your experience with it? Let's talk about it below like we always do. Remember, guys, to stay safe, be great, stay great, and always strive for greatness. AI the Great signing out, but I'll see you in my next video. Peace.